am so glad that the dining dining rooms at our favorite restaurants is are open again. I'm so glad that they did that. But what is, you still got a restriction. It has to be at 25%. But hopefully that we get to see that increase very, very soon, to where it'll be up to 50%, then 75%. And then not for too long, we're going to be done at restaurants, or it'll seem like the pandemic didn't even exist. Indeed, it was a very ugly thing to have, the pandemic. That was the most ugliest thing this country has ever had. And actually, for the world, it just ripped everything apart. And I'm eager to get back to where I can be walking in Forest Park again and be playing the big organ again. For a lot of you who subscribe to me, love hearing me playing the big Wurlitzer Theater organ at the City Museum, and I'll be once again playing the church organ at my church. And of course, I'm always love to help to be like a musician for somebody's videos, like me laying the track work with the organ, making an organ score. Well, I tell you one thing. Let me tell you what that mask does. The reason I'm beginning to see a lot of public service messages about it, what's so cool about the mask, is what is a lot of us older people remember the days when we used to put models together, though, and a lot of the times they would paint them, and all of a sudden the room or bedrooms or the basement would just fill up with all those fumes, though, and we end up inhaling it. What that mask would do, it would protect our lungs from inhaling all those fumes from the paint and all the cement. What you do is just open the windows and put on your mask, and then the fumes would bypass you and end up going out the window. Or like when we're chopping leaves in the fall, and I tell you, if you don't have if the garden tractor doesn't have a catcher on the side, though, or it's not to throwing leaves behind the trailer, you're going to really be inhaling a lot of fine mulch from when the tractor chops up the leaves, and that's bad for the lungs. And that mask, that big heavy duty mask, that's a filter that protects your lungs from all that dust. What you want to do is really protect yourself so you don't get anything suspicious inside your lungs. And I tell you, end up being in the hospital because you inhaled something suspicious. So, boy, I tell you, that would never do. And I'm sure you would end up having to miss out on filming or all that fun stuff. And we know that we had to close a few game stores, and I know a lot of the gaming people, that made them very, very sad. But thank goodness we were able to open them. Now I tell you what. Now follow what the cool thing is. So if you all pay attention to what we're doing, those game stops, they will stay open. That means you'll get to go to the game store and buy your buy more gaming equipment. And of course, you get to dine at your favorite restaurants, have parties at your restaurant. Without the restrictions. And who would like to see me playing that big organ again? Oh boy. A lot of you guys all miss me on that big theater organ, though, but at least for what they did for you guys, so. Yes, it's focus on all the fun stuff we had, though. My former supervisor at Lafayette Industries came up with the one with an idea to really shoo all the negativity away, though. Just think of all the fun stuff we had, though. Like with one time, oh, I tell you, when Gustav came to my condo, oh, I tell you, my eyes just lit up like all the lights on the Christmas tree. I felt I was in heaven when I saw him. And Diesel too, he saw my eyes light up like like that too. And just remembering cool things like that, though, oh, that's gonna make this virus out of here. And I tell me, playing the organ, though, and letting everybody use my organ work for their own videos, that makes me feel very good, because when I do a lot of those organ videos, I do that for you guys. So there's some of you guys who's maybe like if they got an old gated elevator, though, that piece I wrote and mentioned in F major, that would make a nice video. Now, I'm not sure now how high up, though, you'd be going in the elevator for a trip up on an old gated elevator, though. But it would make it look pretty good, though. If you want to make a gated elevator movie and make it seem like a true to the times, so we're just gonna do just not for too long. We are gonna be back together again. We're gonna be out filming. Oh, I'll be playing organs. I'm gonna be out there playing organs, though, and hitting the trails in Forest Park, riding on the bus, and maybe taking a few trips down the track on the Amtrak train going through the tunnels. That's what I'm looking for. And if that Senior Citizen Travel Club comes together, though, oh, if that thing put together, well, here's my 2021 post-COVID trip. I'm hoping to do once the stupid pandemic is out here. I would like to team up with the Kirkwood Senior Travel Club. Go to Texas by way of a great big motor coach. Go down to the Riverwalk. Go for a ride on the boat. And me visiting the City Place station, because when I went to Dallas in 1999, that station was under construction. And I haven't been to that station ever since. And I'd like to go there. And I too wanted to see the strange elevator where it just follows almost the same path as an escalator. I would like to ride that thing as well, and I would love to tour that station, though, and really for sure go for a ride on that McKinney Avenue streetcar. Yeah, and maybe go to Houston on a big motor coach. See old Jim Lee, though, and give him a little running documentary about elevators of my era, of the era that I grew up with, when I was his age. That'd be so cool. There is my post-pandemic trip thing, though. Fingers crossed. Hope for the best. Remember, got to pay attention. And pretty soon, you'll all be at the GameStop buying our gaming equipment, going on trips, me playing the big organ for you guys. That's the big good thing that's coming if we all pay attention right now. Yeah, maybe in Forest Park.